The Wombats versus SUBURBS. The ladies, do they get all the way?
And here come the Wombats. Listen to the almighty roar that went through Scully Stadium here in beautiful Tamworth. The Eastern Suburbs Wombats are on the field right now, standing by for the Steelers. They're about to come out onto the field very shortly. I'd say the crowd, folks, in excess of 1,000 people in here today. Great to see the Eastern Suburbs Wombats out there on the field. They'll be looking to match the success of its men's team by fielding a strong team for this year's inaugural Police Bank Ladies Cup. The men's side through to the grand final. And here come the country South Steelers. You would think you were at ANZ Stadium on grand final day. This is tremendous atmosphere. I hope it's coming through wherever you're watching, folks. Women's Rugby League. The inaugural Police Bank Ladies Cup for 2022. Coached by, of course, the Wombats. Tom Johnson. The girls have reportedly been training really hard, and hasn't that shown case throughout their tremendous efforts over the last few days here in the championships. Captained by last year's country New South Wales front rower Brittany Bedford, who should give them plenty of go forward. She'll be joined up front by Rachel Higgins, who's played plenty of footy out in Forbes, and Gabrielle Suckling, last year's City v Country Player of the Match and New South Wales representative, who will be through to the inaugural Women's Rugby League Police Cup Grand Final. We're about to find out here. The Wombats' first use of the football. They're throwing it around at will. It's been one of their finest moments throughout the championships. They love the razzle-dazzle, the Wombats. And there's Roberts going short on this occasion now to Brittany Bedford. Taken down there just short of the halfway line here. A few clouds hovering around Scully Park. I'm not sure if we might get a bit of rain over the next couple of hours, but the wind has certainly intensified, and that's going to be behind the Wombats in the first half. Country South Steelers ladies going away now to field it right on their own in-goal area. There's Elsie Ryan there from the South Coast. Speaking of the rain, folks, it's tumbling down from the skies above now, so it might make matters interesting as far as handling goes in the first half of football. His shoulders now taking the play down towards the 20-metre line. So they're looking now to rupture a hole through the middle, not quite coming on that occasion. They're going to pump this one downfield. It's a spiralling kick, but the wind's got hold of it and it's taken it out on the full. So the first set of 6 done and dusted here for the Steelers, as the Wombats now will go on the prowl with an almighty gale behind them in the first half of footy. Is Bedford now tucking it under her right arm. That's Roberts, always crafty out of dummy half. always beats the first line. Got a wicked offload in her game as well. Look for that this afternoon. Here's Davey, powerful, intrusive type of runner, meeting her challenger over the top there in Eastwood. Well, it was quite the damaging run, wasn't it? And one of the Steelers facing the full impact from the Morgan Davey hit up, as they're about to pretty much intrude the Steelers' goal line here. But the Country South Steelers team, of course, will be the most experienced in this year's competition, coached by Police Rugby League veteran Nathan Simpson. They have been very unstoppable up until this clash. Here's Roberts taking them on. Pushed back into the field of play by Ryan. A fresh set here. That's Paige May. Pushed back on the last. So there's Roberts. Thumping kick out wide. It's over the head. This could be the try they're waiting for. If they can put it together. Razzle dazzle. Back to May. Hot potato. It's still the last. And it's a changeover. Back to the Steelers. 10 metres away from their own goal line. It's very dark here. I think our pitches are probably a lot lighter and brighter than what it is here for the fans. The lights are still off, but I think we're going to get one almighty clap of thunder shortly as we see a few lightning strikes behind the mountain ranges here in Tamworth. But 15-minute halves, of course, in the women's game of rugby league. The Steelers here, that's where they are, right on the 10-metre line, coming away from the southern end. Here in the first half of 40, that was Sandra Lachlan. Now, under pressure on this occasion was Milne. That's where we are with the footy. And the Wombats have gone straight through. The Wombats into the way. The Wombats will score. Oh, Madeline Duncan. What a stunning try. Straight through the line. A foot to the accelerator. And no stopping the elusive runner in Madeline Duncan. Well, if there's any fullback in the game of women's rugby league right now, watch it. Get a copy of that. Let's pause and listen to the Wombats chant. Oh, what great atmosphere. They talk about the NRL and the atmosphere. Well, they've never been to a Police Bank Cup semi-final. Just imagine the atmosphere tomorrow, folks. If you're in Tamworth, come on down. The inaugural women's grand final and the men's. We know who the men's grand final is going to be. Eastern Suburbs and the Bulls. What a try. Here's the kick. It's successful. They can do no wrong. The Wombats. What a name. The Wombats. It's got to be up there with the great nicknames in the game of rugby league. In the next couple of years, of course, in the NRL, we've got Dolphins, now we've got Wombats. Brilliant stuff. The lights are on here at Scully Park. The crowd strapped to their seats. The crowd support, no doubt, behind the Wombats. They've brought their travelling army of Wombats with them. Burrowing their way towards the 40 with gusto. There was Tillett from Murrumbidgee from the Steelers. Surging away through now. This is Brittany Bedford. What a run by Brittany. That's the 40-metre line. The crowd screaming for a penalty. Here's Cleel trying to rampage her way over 3 Steelers. Wilson in the tackle. Back to May. Did well to collect it. And the Wombats did tremendously well to knock Ryan back towards her own goal line. Take a look at this again. Look at the defence trying to push them back in towards their own in-goal area. Well, we've never had a dull moment. And the moments keep on coming, one after the other. Third tackle, and the Steelers, well, they're just struggling to come outside their own 10-metre zone. Now, they look to foot the bill and take play to the 30. Straight there into Stamford. You know what she can produce, Stamford. There's that kick downfield. Good hands. Now, that wasn't easy to take. Now the foot to the accelerator, and they run straight back there into Harrigan, just outside their own 30-metre line. The inaugural Women's Grand Final awaits. Who will be the first team to... Oh, what a shot! Oh, you could hear that all the way back into Wollongong. Now to Davey. Taken down there by Townsend. If we're putting together a highlights package, look no further than the first 3 minutes. Here's Duncan. Right on the 10-metre line. Roberts is within 2 metres. It's the last tackle now for the Wombats. If they can't score one here, they might put it into the air. That's exactly what they do. Where's Martin? Martin, can she get it? No, she came through. But unfortunately for the Wombats, they couldn't come up with the try, but they've come up with second best. They're going to get the ball back through the goal line, dropouts. Well, the Steelers, they had no other option, did they? They had to take the ball over the dead ball line. Well, they're under almighty pressure, the Steelers. The Wombats here, coming towards the 10. They think with this Breweries it may not go far. And now they've got the 40 back, the Wombats, and now they're going to be thrown over the sideline. Yes! Oh, the Steelers. Well, credit to them. They knew that they were going to put it high into the air. It went the 10 metres. If it didn't go the 10 metres, there would have been a penalty right in front of the Wombats, but it went the 10 metres, and then they've thrown the Wombats over the touchline. So they haven't been outside their own end of the field in the first half of footy yet. That could all well change very shortly, but right now we've got time off. Time off here at Scully Park. A few injury concerns. But yeah, credit to the Steelers as coach, of course. Police Rugby League veteran in Nathan Simpson. Sandra Laughlin as well, as leading by example throughout the championships. Showed great service, hasn't she, from hooker, and she's a very powerful forward. The likes of Shoulders, who was represented in the New South Wales representative team last year alongside Anja Helsted, country rugby league representative, all doing great things in police rugby league. And Maggie Townsend, well, she's back for another year as well. Just absolute class right across the park. Speaking of class, what about Bianca Wright? She just gives great service on and off the field, especially in the halves. Well, she was selected for New South Wales in 2021. They'll take a power of stopping, that's for sure, as the touch judge over there on the eastern side raises his bright fluoro yellow flag, which is ideal under these conditions. Nice contrast, his yellow flag, his the green grass and the white fence, quite well done. And the curator as well, done a tremendous job here in Tamworth, putting this spectacular field together. As the rain falling pretty steadily at the moment from the skies above, as the Country South Steelers look to press their way over the 30-metre line with gusto and grunt. This is Townsend, just short of the 40-metre line. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the first half of football. They'll go back away and clean it up. But unfortunately, Kaylee Tillett there. She's limping back there too, Kaylee, the girl from Murrumbidgee. What a class act she is. Always dreamed of playing rugby league, and she now has that honour. Very experienced, always shows great footwork at the line. And she's also pretty much generates great contact indeed. What I mean by that is she generates great contact in defence when she's attacking with the football, always taking in 2 or 3 tacklers with her. But this time it's the Wombats looking to shine before the break. With just over 2.5 minutes remaining, there's a tiny knock on here. Ebony Roberts. First class number 9. Great speed. Played plenty of Oztag and touch footy. She's a very strong, powerful player. Plays good minutes. Great leg speed. She can certainly whack in defence. Great carrier of the football. Very classy player. Now, great game of rugby league. Now, that shot's a little bit high. This will bring a penalty. The crowd very animated here, calling for her to be sent from the field. But our referee not taking any notice of that. Here's Halstead now from barrier. There's Lachlan, good hands. Needed to be there by Addie Eastwood, the girl from the Riverina. One of the high-profile women that play rugby league coming out of the Riverina area. What great rugby league players have come over from Wagga Wagga over the last 20, 30 years in the men's game of rugby league. Just short of the 40-metre line. Was there a tiny knock on there? Yes, there was. The crowd saying it was helped out, but the referee not so convinced on that occasion. Just under 40 seconds in the first half to go. 6-0. In favour of the Wombats. But for the Steelers, they just haven't had ball, have they? In good field territory up the Wombats end of the field. Now they might. Now they might. Here they go down the touchline. Throwing the ball back around. At Grace. Halstead now straightens the ship. 6 seconds remaining in the first half of football. This is the last play now for the Steelers. Goes through the back line. This is Ryan. The siren's about to go. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The first half done and dusted. Here in the first quarter-final, who will go through to the inaugural Women's Grand Final, we'll find out very shortly. 15 minutes down, and we've got 15 ripping minutes remaining. We'll take a break here from Scully Park, and we'll be back with the second 15 minutes right after this. how good's this? Rugby League in Tamworth in the Police Bank Cup of 2022. So it's the Wombats about to rock and roll with the kickoff. 15 minutes remaining. Who's going to go through to the inaugural Women's Grand Final? There's a lot more chapters to write. The Steelers through Townsend. The conditions have really closed in up here at Scully Park. The ball will be a cake of soap. Will come down to who can handle the footy in these conditions. Both sides, they love to throw it around. Here's Halstead now. Taken down just inside the Wombats half. Duncan, here she comes at fullback. She'll have to play at it here. Well, she played at it, but unfortunately she's got tangled up with the football. And it's gone over the touchline, so we're going to have an opportunity here for the Steelers. And one might say a very rare opportunity for the Steelers to go on the attack about 10 metres away from the Wombats line. That's where we are. Our pitches take you right into the heat of the battle. Here's Shoulders. What a weapon. Here's Lachlan. Townsend takes them on. A couple of metres away from the line. 6-0 in favour of Eastern Suburbs. Crowd, listen to it. We've been to many grounds, but this is absolutely deafening. Women's Rugby League. Everyone's involved on and off the field. The Coppers having an absolute wow of a competition. They're loving their time out here. Enjoying the competition, the festival. Big time rugby league here in Tamworth. Here's Duncan. Duncan up over the 30. Still going, Duncan. Where's the support? Taken down there. Couple of metres in from touch. What a rugby league tournament it has been. What great athleticism, the runs, the hits, the whole caboodle. We've seen it all as the Wombats cross the halfway line. But they're not going to go past the 40 because Wright puts the big body on the line, the powerful body, and collects Roberts into the ground. Suckling steps her way past the 40, steps away inside the 30, up over the 20, still going Suckling, what a run! Put down there from Ryan. So here's Brooks on the last. May kicking for herself, but Ryan can't collect it. 6 more tackles now for the Wombats. Absolutely pouring here in Tamworth. 2 metres away. The Wombats leading by a converted try. Only a metre away from the line. They'll burrow from dummy half. Roberts close. But she's held up on that occasion. Well, that was the experience. They just couldn't find her way, getting her try. Let us know, folks, how you're enjoying this clash. The Eastern Suburbs Wombats. 20 metres away. They've lost it, they've turned it over. Shanae Daly is coming up there with the fumbles. As we mentioned, it must be so tough out there under these conditions. Steady rain falling. An almighty crowd in here. This stand holds about 1,200 people. There's not many seats left here in this grandstand here at Scully Park. Short passing, the feature of the tournament. They might go over the sideline here. Well, the ball stayed in for what seemed to be a long time as the chant goes up from the Wombats. Still on for the Wombats. Here's Martin. I don't think there's many coaches left in the eastern suburbs of Sydney. They're all in Tamworth. If you're a burglar, it's probably a good time right now. Just kidding. Everybody's here in Tamworth having some fun. Eastern suburbs inching their way down towards the 10-metre line. Looking, probing. Where's the gaps coming? Not through there, they're not. They've got big numbers to the left. Just a matter of putting it through the back line. Here's Roberts. Again. Love to know how many times the crafty hooker has had impact in this game. Here's the kick in towards the in-goal area. Now I think you'll find here it's come off the Steelers, and this should go back to the Wombats. The crowd with the Wombats getting behind them. Wombats. They're loving it. The crowd. Getting involved as they're on the attack. As it comes back away now, this time they're chanting towards the line. Here's Nilsson. Oh, the crowd pushing the Wombats towards the spot for the premiership in 2022 if they can get over the line here. Here's Kerrigan. Offloads the football. They're going to go close. Oh, the hush goes away. They burrow. They go. They're in. No try. Oh, the crowd booing. Listen to them. Absolutely booing. Here, they think they were hard done by. But the Steelers did well to keep themselves into the contest. I don't think I've seen atmosphere. This is such an intimidating stadium. If you haven't been to Scully Park, it's pretty much like the concourse at Bankwest Stadium in Parramatta. You're so close to the touchline. I really don't know if these girls, the ladies out there, can hear the calls, because we're calling this from amongst the crowd and it is absolutely deafening. But we wouldn't have it any other way, would we? What a contest. Body on body, hit on hit, and it keeps on keeping on. What a game of women's rugby league here in the Police Bank Cup Series of 2022. Here's another one. Oh, it just keeps on keeping on. Incredible stuff. There's Brooks now in the tackle. Just short of the 40-metre line. Comes back away now to Lachlan. There's the hoofing kick downfield. Off Milne. The Wombats got good field territory here to strike. About 41 metres away from the opposition's line. 5.5 minutes remaining in the preliminary final. The winner goes to the big dance tomorrow. Did well there, juggled by May, beats one May. Crunched over the top there, of course, by Kerrigan. Still teaming down from the skies above as the Eastern Suburbs Wombats love this. Here's Daly, 3 in the tackle, trying to bring her into the ground. There's Brooks, crafty from dummy half. They'll need to put her down at every opportunity. We know what kick she can do. She's very crafty. She can actually snug out a try from anywhere on the field. There's Suckling, hoofs this, and it's gone over the sideline on the full on this occasion. So this is the equation, folks. 4 minutes remaining. Who will create history and be the first team in the Police Bank Cup Women's Grand Final? A piece of history on the line. Here in 2022, we talk about moments in rugby league. You would love to book a spot in the inaugural contest. Who will it be going to? Solid run. Absolutely pouring down here in Tamworth. The ball handling skills have been absolutely phenomenal until now. So a changeover with the last tackle, though. They were trying to spin it through the back line. So the Wombats, they are 3.5 minutes away, leading by a converted try. They are on the verge of booking a spot in the inaugural grand final. Are they able to go on with it? The ball's out the back door. It's do or die. It's now or never for the Steelers. They're looking to stop them. They're looking to stop them, but can they stop them? Right on the 30, they come to a halt. What a match. What a contest. What a final. Right on the 40. There's Roberts again. Coming short there to Sinead Daly. Look for the kick here. Good kick inside 40. The chasers are coming through. But this is Ryan. She looks up. She's got support. She offloads the football. Beating the first line. Can they get rid of the third? That's Zoe Milne. There's Ryan. Giving back then out of Kerrigan. Absolutely pouring down here at Scully Park. With just over 1 minute remaining. What a titanic battle. They're up quickly, the Wombats. They needed to be. Quick play the ball. Tillett. Back away. There's the lost ball. Brings an almighty roar from the Wombats. This could be a defining moment in Women's Police Cup Rugby League. They will need to complete the set. But for the Steelers, it's now or never. 4 days of competition for them comes down to this in defence, possibly. They'll be looking to force the error from the Wombats as quickly as possible. Here's Daly. Takes play just to the halfway line. Here's Bedford. The Rock. The Guru. Shows great speed and strength. Inside 45 seconds remaining. Eastern Suburbs Are they about to join their men counterparts and go into the grand final? Now that was touched there by the Steelers. Should be 6 more tackles. Referee didn't quite see it the way the players ended up seeing it. So an opportunity now for the Steelers. Well, there you go. The Wombats, they're not happy, but they've got to focus on the job that's required right now. The Steelers, well, their equation is simple. There's 20 seconds remaining, and they've got to go 70 metres. There's no fullback at home for the Wombats, and they've identified that. Dropping back now is Brooks. Now it's going to be play on. Oh! They've fumbled their way across the 40. 4 seconds ago. It's still on. The siren's gone. And there it is. It's all over. History here in Tamworth in the Women's Rugby League Police Bank Cup. Congratulations to the Wombats. The first women's team to go through to the grand final tomorrow, and you'll be able to watch that live and exclusive right here on New South Wales Rugby League Police Facebook page. But take absolutely nothing away from the Steelers. It was a grind, and in the end, Eastern Suburbs, the Wombats, just a little bit too good. Final score, 6 points to 0. So stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with our final match on the card at 4:45. Bankstown versus Macarthur, who will go through and meet Eastern Suburbs in the grand final. We'll be back.